Hi everybody, this is Hugh, and I'm going to show you in a very short little video here about typical WordPress installation. So I'm here at HostMonster, which happens to be the virtual host I'm using for my website, and I'm going to go to the control panel. And I'm logged in already, so it should take me there pretty quickly. Looks like there's a newer version of it here. Let me just follow that. All right. Now, if you follow my mouse here, you can see there's this little button that says Install WordPress. So HostMonster is one example of a site that does virtual hosting. There's so many of them. And so where you will find things in the control panel will vary, and maybe even what those terms are called. I think some of them, this might say something like site builder instead of website, for example. But anyway, you're going to find a control panel, and in all probability in any modern host you're likely to find a place to install WordPress. So here I go. Ticking off the seconds. All right, now this took me to a place called Mojo Marketplace, if you check out the address bar up at the top. So that's a forward. I've left HostMonster for the moment. This is care of HostMonster, though. And here we are. These things that are saying like $399 and so on, to have them do it for you, I consider it to be just a pretty much of a rip-off, probably. Depends. But you'll judge for yourself. Let's see how hard this is. So, install. Now this is an important screen here because, again, like, kind of follow the mouse here. Select which domain you would like to install to. Well, yes, absolutely Studio 30. That's my website. Now, if I were to install it here, this would replace a copy of WordPress at the top level of my site. It would put this copy of WordPress at the top level of my site. And when I say top level, I mean if somebody types in studio30.com and they hit enter, they would see it. That's where it would be. So this / here, followed by the line, the box to type in off to the side, is where I can put in the folder name that I'd like to install it into instead. In this case, the folder doesn't have to exist ahead of time, but I could just type pretty much anything. But I am installing all of your class software in a folder called WPC. Now, if I just left it on WPC, I'd be able to install exactly one copy in there, and that wouldn't work particularly well. So I'm doing this for a student whose name is Elisa. You might have noticed me making a capital letter lowercase there. I'm trying to be on the safe side with names and addresses that are part of web addresses. You do have to be careful because sometimes it is case sensitive. All right, so here we go. I'm going to check the domain, which simply means, would you take a look and see if there are any files there, so I can be careful not to accidentally erase them. Now, I know that there aren't any files there because that's a brand new location. Now, here when it says show advanced options, you do want to do that. It's not very complicated. The site name or title up here, it's pretty much irrelevant for us to do this right now. We can do it anytime we want in WordPress once we get established there. So this, no biggie. However, the admin username, the admin password, these are things you're going to be living with for a long time. So this is a chance for you to establish what you'd like those to be instead of just taking it automatically. Now, for the purposes of this class, that is everyone's username. For purposes of this class, you know what? I tell you guys in person, so I won't tell you on the video. All right, now down here I have to say that I have read the terms and conditions, which I haven't, and install now. All right, momentarily we'll probably get a loading gauge up at the top telling us how much of it has been accomplished so far. Pop-up ads begging us to buy themes from Mojo Marketplace, etc. You can see at the top your install is underway. Here's the progress bar telling us how much of it has been accomplished thus far. Probably should just be another moment or two. So again, this site, Mojo Marketplace, is in the business of trying to sell various things, themes and possibly plugins and other things. And so this is really a means for them of getting people to their site to possibly, who are probably in the market, in order to browse around. All right, it's telling me that my install is complete. I'm gonna do this thing that says View Credentials, which basically means view the information about this site that we just installed. So View Credentials. I have to come down here and click View. All right, and then what we're seeing right here is the critical information about this site. Where it is, how to find it, how to log in. All right, so I'm going to keep this video short for the meantime. I don't want to make a humongous video that takes a long time to get through, so I will most likely follow up with some additional ones as we go along. Okay,